Judge George wore fairness like a robe. In court, his voice was calm, his words heavy. Outside court, his hands were busy. Everyone in the city knew the truth, but nobody could prove it. If you had money, George had mercy. If you didn't, the law suddenly became very strict. A poor mechanic named Elias learned this the hard way. Elias was innocent. A false charge, planted evidence, and one careless arrest. In court, he watched the other side smile, not because they were right, but because they had already paid. George didn't look at the evidence. He didn't listen to the witnesses. He looked at the clock, gave a short ruling, and ruined a man's life in minutes. Elias lost his job, his home, his respect, but he didn't lose his memory. While working night shifts at a car wash to survive, Elias noticed something strange. The same luxury cars kept coming in, always late at night, always paid in cash, always registered to people who had won impossible cases in George's courtroom. So Elias started writing things down. Dates, names, plate numbers, case outcomes. For 2 years, he said nothing. People thought he had accepted his fate, but he was studying the system that crushed him. Then a new anti-corruption task force arrived in the city. Young officers, no local ties, no favors owed. One envelope changed everything. Inside it were photos, bank records, recordings, and a simple note. Follow the cars. Follow the money. Follow Judge George. The arrest happened quietly. No sirens. No cameras. Just a knock on George's door at dawn. In court, for the first time, George stood on the other side of the bench. No bribe could save him. No influence could bend the truth. When the verdict was read, the room was silent. Elias didn't celebrate. He didn't smile. He simply walked past the courthouse and kept going. Because real revenge isn't loud. It's watching the law finally remember who it was meant to protect. This is Dark Justice Hub, where stories remind us that power without integrity collapses, and silence, when guided by truth, can restore justice.